Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. In the last video, we discovered what we needed to do in order to get the tape that Isaac Abrams wants. The complete, unedited tape. Supposedly, it is. Even with the rain. Supposedly, we need to pick up a phone that will ring occasionally next to the red spot, and we will be told a passphrase, and we need to answer it correctly, and we will then be told where we can go to acquire this tape. A bit of a weird way to go about it, assuming that someone will pick up the phone. I guess they're doing it because they know someone's looking for it. Because otherwise I can't believe that like every 30 minutes someone would call that phone just looking to pawn off the tape on someone who is interested in it. A bit roundabout the way they're getting the distribution to the clientele who wants it. But, well, that's what we gotta do. We also did some work for Velvet. She wanted Chastity eliminated, a hunter in the sin bin who had been working for her as one of her dancers. We arrived at the sin bin, and after some manipulation of the devices there, ensured that there were no clients down there watching what was going on in the peep show, because we didn't want them to spy ourselves slaughtering Chastity, which we did. Upon letting Velvet know, we then left, or were about to leave, Vesuvius, when Velvet let us know that there was another task she needs help with. David Hatter, I think is his name, is writing a script for a screenplay, a movie. And in it, it is describing the world of darkness rather accurately. He's got some sort of vampire collaborator letting him know what's going on. So we are here in order to eliminate that vampire collaborator. It turns out it's probably Julius. At least that was a name David Hatter gave us. The last thin blood here at the pier. If we don't have to kill him, we're going to avoid doing so. Julius was the one with the speech impediment, and he's likely going to sound very terrified when we encounter him. We are much stronger than we used to be. And Julius being a thin blood, unless he's got some sort of bazooka or a stick of dynamite or a grenade on him, is not likely to be much of a threat to us. And I would like not to kill him. I feel kind of bad for him. He might not know what all the rules are. The people just want the people. Other vampires just want the thin bloods gone. They're a reminder of how the generations are thinning and becoming weaker and weaker. And eventually, the vampires might not exist any longer. They're a symbol of Gehenna to some of the vampires. I don't understand it myself. I mean, I'd be kind of happy about this, that there's some vampires who might even be able to be out in daylight eventually. In any case, I had the feeling that he is a lot like how we were. We'll talk more about it after we're done talking with Julius. Let's try to see if we can get him to go away and never talk about this stuff again.
What do you want?
Julius, do you know a David Hatter?
No.
What were you thinking, Julius? Do you know what the consequences are?
Please, I don't know. I didn't mean to. I don't understand what I am. I didn't know.
I'm sorry, Julius, but there are consequences for exposing us to mortals.
I'm so sorry. Please, I'll never do it again.
Julius, the punishment for talking is death.
No. Oh, God.
They aren't my rules. You understand?
Please, find your heart. Please, find your heart.
If I let you go, and they find out, I could be risking my life.
You could let me go? I promise. I would leave Los Angeles. I swear.
We're not gonna ask him for something to spare his life. That's a bit too depraved for me. And I don't want to kill him. If you did, you would have to leave and never, I mean never, come back.
I will. I promise. Please, but find your heart.
All right. You leave L.A. But if I see you again, ever, I'll kill you on the spot.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Remember, Julius, never come back in this lifetime. Leave immediately. Hey! Good. Able to solve this without having to kill him. It reminds... So, poor Julius here reminded me of us. When LaCroix was talking about us, I think, killing our sire. Right? What about the child? Without a sire, kindred are going to wander through this society, not understanding the rules or laws they have to obey. And he was going to kill us, but he spared us, and we're able to figure out some of this with Jack's help. I kind of wish we could have taught Julius some of the rules a bit, and about what happened to him and what he is now. It might have helped him a little bit more surviving out there on his own, especially because it sounds like there aren't going to be very many people who will take him under his wing. But we're not allowed to, and so hopefully Julius won't blabber on about this again. We probably scared him enough that he won't do so. I don't think they'll be able to trace it back to me anyway. I mean, we are a very good-looking guy, so we kind of stand out. Maybe he would be able to describe us, but I don't think he would. And it would be his fault for breaking the Masquerade again in the future, not our fault for letting him go. I think that's I would hope that's the way it works. A shame there's no way for me to indicate to the Camarilla or the Anarchs that, hey, we gave this guy like a demerit, like he's been given his one freebie out of being killed. If he does it again in the future, end them without questions. I don't think he'll do that though. Seemed like he's a good kid, just confused. And I like to think that we've learned ourselves how important it is to obey the rules and follow the Masquerade. Right, we haven't even gotten a single Masquerade violation yet. Alright, well, we've got 14 experience points, which is not enough that I'm willing to go after the Gangrel quite yet. I want to increase our celerity to rank 4 before I take him on, because he will be difficult. I remember him being tough.
Need a ride?
I do. Back to Hollywood with us. So we will now, I think, do the tape quest and get more of the main storyline done. After we get the tape, we'll go ahead and drop it off to Isaac Abrams, and then we'll go over to Vesuvius, and then back to Santa Monica to deal with the Gangrel. The mass murderer. Oh, I thought... Okay. You must have just missed it. I really like the strip here, by the way, and the people constantly walking up and down it. It makes it feel like it's actually pretty busy, which it would be even at this time of night, I think. Or time of day. Oh, wow. Asian girl there really apparently needs some emergency lacy lingerie for the evening. He's staring at her like, yes! Alright, let's see. Hello?
The moon is a mysterious mistress.
who walks in the night with demons of dread.
The Lucky Star Motel, room 2. Don't be long.
I'll be there. Well, that's lucky. It's right next door to us. Oh, and while we're going to Lucky Star, I think, what's our current lockpick? So it's 7, but we're wearing our current armor clothing, as it were, under armor. And so we can now wear heavy clothing, and that gives us the 8 lockpicking we need to open those doors without needing to use blood buff. Not that it would really matter very much for us anymore, right? We've been able to feed on the ladies of the night without worrying about blood or breaking the masquerade any longer. But man, if we don't have to use blood buff, we won't use it. We're just going to walk right past David Hatter. We're not even going to talk to him. We're going to pretend he's not there on the other side of the counter, staring at us. Really wanting to know what happened with the screenplay for David Hatter. Alright, it's room 2 that we're looking for. We should do that first. Looks like someone's watching TV in here or something. It would seem to me that whoever was just on the phone with us was just killed. Horribly. I have a hunch these hands aren't human hands, these handprints. Remember, the creatures that killed that girl had hands that looked a lot like these ones. Wow, how'd I even notice that? An internet cafe keycard. So that would be ground 0. Doesn't look like anyone's actually staying in this motel. They must have a lot of vacancies. The bed isn't made. I don't see any luggage in the hotel. There's nothing. There's no extra clothing hanging up in the closets. But there's a laptop here. Yeah, no soap, no towels, nothing in the bathroom either. Nothing that I can see on the shelf either. Easter eggs? Oh, nice. Our hacking force is letting us get in here. Lichens is the password. Hint. The Dancing Werewolves is what this says, the title. Open doors here often to the werewolf in the sky. In the end, the ending, you'll manage to pass by. rather cryptic. I'm not sure where that location is. Open doors here often to the werewolf in the sky. I don't think that necessarily means here, Lucky Star Motel. I think that means some other place. In the end, the ending, you'll manage to pass by. I think this is actually fourth wall breaking. I think this means that there's... I think this is hinting there's another ending to the game. Involving dancing werewolves? Printer. Invoices. Sending invoice list to printer. Please wait. That must be back out in the main room. The foyer of the hotel. Because I don't see any printer in this room. That's all I needed my 8 lockpicking for. Let's put back on our light leather. Oh, a wallet. And just like the other room, no one's living in here, so they must have accidentally forgot it. I can see why. This kind of blends in with the countertop. 200 bucks. Nice. Anything else here while we're here? Anything else here for us to take, I suppose I should say. Oh, yep. Some prescription bottles. 2 of them. What are they? Birth control pills. I suppose people really use the motel for... well, sweetening the deal, I suppose is what I'll rephrase it to, rather than spending any great amount of length of time here. Oh! He probably has a printer in the back room. We're not getting in there. We're not getting in there. There's no way we're going to sneak past him. Mr. Hatter. Wherever those invoices are, I guess they'll remain undetected by us. Alright. So... I'll tend to clear out a little bit of my inventory really quick. I think we have a little more inventory. I think we can last a little longer. Let's go ahead and visit Ground Zero. This is where we started our quest to get the cassette. Why are we going back here again? Tim says as he saves the game, knowing what's waiting for us in here. Porn studio. Here. Poor girl. Poor guys, too. What the heck? Doubt that's all of them. So they were probably sent here to track down and kill the people who made that cassette. We can do it with blood buff. But there's a vent system. God. I'm not sure that the blood was caused by these creatures. This may be this DMP's area where they record their horrible videos. Wasting balls. Just go down there and just kill him.
Oh, Jesus, man! What the fuck is going on up there? Dead, everyone slaughtered. Oh, God. Shh. Don't make any noise. They'll hear us.
Who are you? Do you work for DMP?
Yeah, me, no, fuck it. Yeah, I'm with DMP, you 5-0.
What the hell's going on? Those are the same creatures on your tape.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't make that shit. I mean, one of the guys stole it, found it at the creepy house in the hills. We just copied it and put our names on it. Worse than anything we ever did. Worst thing I ever saw.
Ugh. You guys aren't exactly angels. What mansion? Where is it?
Please, just get me out of here. Oh, no.
Darn it. Killed before we could actually figure out where indeed it comes from. Oh, that's interesting. I shouldn't laugh at this part of the game, but I'm pretty sure I know what happens there. We won't talk about that. Let's, get into the vents. Complete horror tape. What we're here for. Oh, fun. A good amount of fun. Alright. We'll talk about that part right now, actually, as we walk over to Isaac Abrams. So what'd you guys think? So, a heads up that when I walked into there originally, before we saw what Lotaeri was doing, the game crashed. It lasted for a few minutes. I wasn't, for about 30 seconds, and I wasn't very happy with it anyway. So what happened is that let's see if I can describe this really quick before we go to Isaac Abrams. So something I really liked about that particular area is that you've been in Ground Zero once or twice before, and nothing was out of the ordinary when you were there. But finally, when you know that's where you need to go to get the tape, and you walk in, the music is different, and you hear something, and you suddenly know this is gonna be a different experience in that location. Well, the unofficial patch removed the creepy music from the intro there for Ground Zero, which really ruins the entire experience of walking in there knowing something bad's going on there. Thankfully, my game crashed before I was able to open the door to the back room there and make it my way up the stairs to the first of the pornography places. Girl, I'm so sorry, but you're in the wrong place at the right time. So the good news is it gave me an excuse to cut the recording, go and change the music to that area, and then come back again. I like the balance changes that this mod has done, and I like some of the new content, but I really don't like any of the musical changes that they've done. It ruins so much of the atmosphere in the game. I think the only exception to that so far has been the graveyard. I think I've liked the new music they have there, but everything else has just been, I don't know, it's been bad. Sorry, not bad. It hasn't been to my liking. I think the original creepy music to these areas is better at setting the stage and getting your mind set for the theme of the area and what you intend to experience there. The new music removes the fear of these areas. I'm not a fan of that change.
Any luck?
Yeah. And those things on the tape? They're real.
Then this is no doubt the work of a fiend. Hand me the tape. There might be something on it that will give us some insight into what its motives are. The house in the tape, I know it. It's in the hills, King's Way if I'm not mistaken. My guess is that the fiend that made this tape is using these creatures to hound the Nosferatu, which would explain their sudden absence. They're trapped. Well, it's unfortunate that the prince needs you to see the Nosferatu, because it looks like this fiend knows how to get at them, and I doubt he's going to draw a map for you. Looks like King's Way is your only way in, unfortunately.
I guess I'll head to King's Way then. Thanks, Isaac.
I can have a car and drop you off when you're ready. If I don't hear from the Nosferatu within the next few nights, I'll tell Lacroix he's going to need a new leading man and march a few of my own troops up the hill to finish the job.
Thanks. I'll take the cab, Isaac.
If I may give you one final word of warning, do not trust Lacroix. Do not play the damned politics of the Camarilla. This city hasn't needed them in a long time, and won't ever.
Who then should I trust, Isaac?
That's for you to decide. I only know who you can't trust.
I'll remember that. Take care, Isaac. I don't know. Well, he's been very friendly with us, and I don't think he's lying or pushing us around. Same thing with Nines. The Anarchs, I think, are definitely supposed to be who you're supposed to feel some empathy towards in the game. I don't know, though. I like the Camarilla's laws. I do agree they play politics, but the Anarchs probably play politics of their own types. I don't think anyone's here is innocent. I think Tung's correct. Everyone's the bad guy here, more or less. We now have 18 experience, by the way, so we are going to drop another point into celerity. And I think we've been playing for... I can't believe it. But I think we've been playing for almost an hour. So I think what we're going to do is go back to Vesuvius now and let Velvet know that we have got Hatter's screenplay and see what she says. I'll then come back, and if we haven't been playing for quite an hour, we'll go and... Okay, hold on. We'll go to Vesuvius. We'll talk to Velvet, and then I'll leave, because I have to cut that part separately in order to do the music for it. If, when I'm done with that, it turns out that we we still have a little more time that we haven't played for quite an hour. We'll go back to Santa Monica, because with Celerity 4, I think we might be able to handle the mass murderer. Oh, and while we're here, why don't we sell some stuff we have got in our inventory as well.
Hola.
Hey, I like the special. Alright, so we will sell the gold ring. Did I buy another blue blood pack somewhere? Did we find this somewhere? Why do I have this? I don't remember. Alright, let's also sell all the drugs I've got to him. And I think that's good enough, right?
I wonder how they microwave burritos in the Middle Ages.
Still like that guy. Would be nice to pick up the Anaconda, but I will do that next episode. But when we go to that mansion in the hills. Maybe. I want to take stock of how much money we've got. Speaking of which, how much money do we have? 1,535. So that will bring us down to just 1,000. Not sure. Maybe we won't buy that weapon. We've already got a decent pistol. And we might want the money for some of the even later weaponry, which is better than what we currently are using. I think there's a flamethrower that was added into the unofficial patch. Those two guys are still hanging out there? The cop, and the other guy's just facing the wall? I don't know about that. It seems rather suspicious to me. This is the fast buck. This is not Vesuvius. I think, as well, before we go to the House in the Hills, we should check our mail one more time and make sure we don't have any other quests. We are not going to do that one quest for LaCroix, by the way. I have no interest in helping him gain that piece of property. Alright, so let me be right back, everyone. I'm going to cut the recording really fast here. Okay, and let's go ahead and go in. Things pretty much completely unchanged. We have more dancing girls now. On more stairs. Oh, those who just moved seats. I was over there. Oh no, he changed dancers too. Guess man, the poor guy just probably wants to be left alone. Doesn't want to see that in his face. It's because they're here to relax. The couches are probably really comfy. It's kind of bad for the poor girls. Oh, okay. Well, no. There's someone. There's at least someone watching them. You gotta be in shape, man. That one girl in the front there. She's really into the music. Velvet.
Look who's back.
Velvet.
Please, call me Vivi.
About Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Hatter's screenplay.
Oh, I suppose I should just tear it up. But I can't rip up the product of that man's soul. Here, would you tear it up for me?
You put it that way, Vivi. I don't know if I can either. I can't.
Fine. I understand.
I found out the name of his source.
Are they? I mean, did you?
It's taken care of.
It must have been difficult. But take some comfort in knowing if you hadn't, someone else would have had to. I do appreciate your help. A lot.
How much do you appreciate it?
Can't you tell? I simply adore you. You're so sweet to me, The way you protect me. What would I have done had you never come in here? Oh, why can't they all be like you? The world could be so beautiful. Here, take this. A reminder of the beautiful girl whose heart you stole.
Oh. My pleasure, Vivi. Thanks. I'm not gonna ask for a dance. That seems... I don't know. And we'll come back and talk with her again later, just like we did with the Borman sisters, to see if she has anything new to say later. I don't know. I've never been to a strip club. I know I don't go to these types of places, like the girly bars or stuff like that. I don't know. If you're in the mood to look at pretty girls, you got the internet right there, for crying out loud. You don't need to go to one of these places. I suppose it does give him a job, but I think you can get Velvet to give you a private dance. But no, she didn't offer it right there. And I'm not gonna press her on it. We have a more chivalrous soul than that. Besides, things didn't work out very well with us and Jeanette, did they? So it's not about that sort of thing any longer. I suppose we could consider it art, because that would be what it is, in a matter of speaking. But no, I'm just not interested. And we got Vivi's autograph photo. I may be delivering a memento of moi to your Haven computer, but this should tide you over for now. Love, Vivi. I think, yeah, that's the first time I've done these quests for her. That was pretty fun, actually. I like that the Hatter quest can be done without any combat. I guess there is no way to do the Chastity one, though. Oh, and let me stop here, everyone. Hold on. At the very least, I have to cut this part. So give me a few seconds. Oh, actually, maybe not a few seconds. So if we've been playing for an hour, I will stop here. And thank you guys for watching. If we have not, then I will be back to do some cleanup in Santa Monica. Give me a few seconds to check that. But if we're not coming back, I will see you next episode, where we will start off with that. 45 minutes, everyone. We've been playing for only 45 minutes. That should be enough time to deal with the mass murderer. This, I think, is an instance where it would make sense for Lotaeri to go after him, because although he might be justified in doing what he's doing, or feel that way, depending upon what happened to him and the people he's killing. Because I get the feeling they're... Actually, I think I remember this quest. I think they were indeed responsible for his first death, as it were. And so he feels justified in taking their lives. And if I recall correctly, I think he's right.
Hop in.
I think these are... that's a bad way to phrase it, but... Man, these people... The people he's killing are not the nicest people in the world. Let's see with that.
Nice night out, huh?
Far, far from it. But he doing it this way is going to lead the normies to realize we exist. And in this instance, yeah, this is pretty dangerous. He should know better than this. So we're going to go here and eliminate him. Been a while since we've been here as well. I suppose we could stop by and talk with Tung really quickly on our way out. Alright. Let me make sure I'm ready for this. Let's think here. I don't think this is a key card. I think this is just a calling card. We'll drop it in this building if it turns out to be the case. Now, everyone, a heads up that we're probably going to die here a few times. This is, I know I've mentioned that a few other times, how some combat's going to be tough, and it has been. We've died, I think we've had suffered 2 or 3 final deaths so far in the playlist. We're going to probably double that here at the very least. That was interesting. I don't remember that gentleman here before. Before we go any further, let's see if there's anything in the reception area, and nothing. So what do we know about this place? It's a junkyard. That's it. And it has, it looked like, from the outside, quite a few cars in terms of what's garbage is here. Pitbull, I think. The junkyard dog. Got awfully quiet out here. He did something worse than death to us. He made it so we have to reload the game because he didn't kill us. We're just pinned under this car and we're not strong enough to lift it. So we gotta reload. We're not gonna count that as a death though. That was a glitch that we avoided. I noticed the car get flung and tried to react, but I was unable to do so. That's terrifying. You never want to see two planes that close together if they're not going in for a landing. And even then, that's too close together. Alright, we're going to try something different here. I'm going to try auspexing this. Auspexing it? No, this is not auspexing, this is celerity. And that might have saved your life right there. So he leaped on top of these cars and ran around the corner. Let's give chase. If I can. Oh, I can't. Am I not allowed to? Uh-oh, we may have bugged it. Oh. I think that was supposed to end up behind us. Unless, do I jump? Nope, I don't jump up here. Alright, let's do this again. Oh, okay. Let's load from an earlier quick save then. Sorry, everyone. Turns out this is probably going to be a bit immersion breaking. That's auspex. That's not what we wanted to use. I'm going to reload the game. There's no reason for us to break, to use a blood point we don't need to use. Well, that's a lot of aggravated damage. I think I think we'll wait here for a bit. And, I'll be back in 30 minutes when this heals. Just give me a few seconds. Alright. That didn't take, too long. I was able to clean the whole bathroom, get my laundry sorted, and, shave completely. So, you know, I got stuff done while waiting here, huddling in the corner, terrified of fire. That still managed to somehow catch us, even though I ran with celerity 4 past that part. I don't think we're done yet, either. Let's keep going. It's obvious that this gentleman doesn't want us here. But we're here now. And it's time to eliminate him. We're not even going to mess around with him. I don't care to give him a break. He definitely didn't want to give us one. He must know why we're here.
No! Back off, vampire! Stay the fuck back! I did nothing to you!
What's the matter? Actually, no. We're accusing him in that first statement as to that he's murdering all these other people, and he's doing it because he's a bully. Tell me why you did it.
What the hell do you care? I don't give a damn if you understand.
Why'd you have to make your nature known? Couldn't you just stab him?
You think your bullshit vampire rules mean a goddamn thing to me? Nothing matters to me.
At this point, I'd rather say fine. Then we put you down like the rabid dog he is, or the animal he is, because that's what he's acting like. I don't really care to know why. I just want to kill him at this point. But we don't have an option. I'm curious to know why.
My family, my children were butchered by small-time criminals just looking to rob a house, steal a car, take whatever. No sense to any of it. No plan, no ransom. Just kill them because why? Because they were there, in the way?
There's probably nothing you could have done.
Not one of them paid. My whole family dead, my life gone. I'm supposed to let that happen?
Man. Oh, this is rough. These murders were your revenge?
Revenge? Justice? Whatever you want to call it. All I thought about is taking these evil animals, ripping them to shreds and licking their blood from my claws.
You got them. It's over. You can get on with life.
I don't know. Butchering those bastards was the first time I felt anything since my family was torn from me. I'm sure there are others out there whose crimes have gone unpunished.
No. Nope. No. I might have been willing to forgive him for his actions. And yeah, I remember the people he murdered. I think you can find out that yeah, there was they got off scot-free. You're looking for excuses to maybe number 2. Give him one last warning. Keep talking like that, and I'll have to put you down.
I can't turn my back on the evil in this world.
This is your last chance.
I won't answer to anyone, and you'll never take me alive, vampire. No one will take from me again. No one! Either we go our separate ways here, or one of us dies.
Just remember, you made me do this. Really? What am I stuck on, game? Was awful. So many problems with that quest. I don't remember even half of what happened there, like being a problem originally. Now, what was with that one? What was with the guy who was here and vanished, though? We didn't find any more information about him. It's just very odd that. I don't think there's anything we left back there. I can check off screen though. And do we have any other quest for that? You've killed the serial killer, thus ending his reign of terror. And you protected the masquerade to boot.
Always room for heathens in the cold and oily pits of the damned!
I missed that guy. Yeah, I don't know what happened, why I got stuck in that one spot. So my idea was use presence to lower the damage he'll do to us and possibly stun him to gain some distance. I don't know why we got... Maybe... I guess we can pretend that he grabbed us and wasn't letting us run away at that point. I'm glad I have my weapon in full auto there too. That was handy.
What do you need?
Nothing more, Tongue. Sorry. Okay. He doesn't have anything to talk to us about. Alright, so... I think that'll do. Let's wrap up with a quick summary. And we have six points. I'm thinking we'll spend this on 1 rank in Auspex, which will help our perception a little bit more. Make this last 4 more seconds. And increase the distance at which Auspex can be used. I think the next thing we'll save for will be another point in seduction. So we're going to want to save another 11 points for 1 more appearance to do that. After that, we'll work on range combat again. 1 more point. Maybe perception. Yeah, perception for 1 more inspection, 1 more ranged combat. For 8. And then we'll work on my disciplines a little more, I think. Before we end, we'll go ahead and get some more blood.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
Yeah, I am. I know the perfect alley for it.
I'm gonna show you such a good time. You'll be begging to pay me. Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Let's go. We're in a rush, so we'll rush her down here.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Let me show you. God, it is really handy to have this high-level seduction, so we don't have to wait around. One more. That's good. Thank you. And there's another girl around the corner here. So this is amazing. There aren't very many... Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense, right? I would say there aren't many male prostitutes out here. But I think that's a bit more realistic. I don't really know much about how prostitution works, so I guess the ratio is mostly girls. Yeah, it's probably mostly girls would be my guess. And speaking of girls, here's another girl wearing her prostitute outfit.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
We'll just start skipping the conversation. You know, it. Don't say something that inappropriate. Well, what's the worst? So it's like, you know.
Okay, honey.
It's like renting a pornography for the plot. You're not really interested in it any longer. You know, you just want to get to the meat of the operation, as it were. Thank you, darling. All right, so I think to wrap up, I think I'll stop here. And off screen, I'll go back and take a look at that place again, make sure we didn't miss anything there. And then I'll probably also go back to our haven and do a little bit of inventory management, because we're going to be possibly doing the mansion house next in the hills.
Hey there, need a date?
We just had a date with you. Alright, everyone, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.